Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SK Crypto K, and today we are going to go over all of the pertinent details you need to know about the REX protocol on the Binance Smart Chain. I will touch base on everything from their 3 native tokens to the auction lobbies, the time-based staking, and their daily raffle called the Big Payday. And if all of this is right for you, let's get into it.
Yo, appreciate your time and just know that I'm SK Crypto K, and today you should join my crypto club. Maybe by the end earn some dividends, so in advance I'ma thank you right now for that sub. Hey, yo, let's go.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Let me preface everything by saying that I am not a financial advisor, and these are for informational and entertainment purposes only. So folks, we are 14 days into this latest protocol on the Binance Smart Chain. And if you're familiar with other platforms in the past, such as T2X, Venturi, and even the juggernaut Hex, then you might be interested in why REX as a long-term staking option for you might make perfect sense. Now, this protocol does a great job going through all the detail with their white paper and the FAQ section of the page here,
but also their Telegram is pretty amazing and very helpful.
But I'm going to do my best to just cover all the pertinent details if you're looking at this for the very first time. So we're going to start with the auction lobbies, and just understand that there are a total of 222 days of these auctions, and we have 208 of those days left. And much like other platforms, you will see there is a 24-hour timer, which if you enter this auction, at the very end of it, you will get a certain amount of REX per BUSD that you put in. And then it would be in your best interest to lock that stake in for no less
than 222 days.
So how an auction works is basically every day there is a set amount of REX allocated to the entire pool. And then every participant will come in and add whatever amount of BUSD, and based on the amount of BUSD you put in relative to everybody else, will tell you how much REX you're getting for the end of the auction.
Yo, okay, SK. What happens at the end of an auction? Why do I want to be in an auction?
That's a pretty decent question you got there, little one.
But one of the most exciting aspects is after an auction, when you come to your dashboard, you'll get a little gift box here lit up in blue.
And if I were to open this, there could be several things waiting for me.
Whether I'm getting referral rewards, my auction winning stake amount of REX,
or the big payday.
But there's nothing exciting here. This is just some of my carryover REX version 1 compensation of $188.
Because I missed that boat. I wish I got into REX version 1 heavier.
But one of the boxes here that you'll see right after you participate in the auction is it'll tell you that you've won X amount of REX.
And it is extremely important that you do not claim the liquid REX.
Because if you do so, you will forever disqualify your wallet from a big payday. So instead, when you see a little gray box with the number 0 in it, you want to change it, and it even has a caption that says, stake it for 222 days or longer, and your wallet will remain eligible in the big payday, or
BPD.
Also, it's important that if you enter the auction multiple days, that every auction winning has to be staked for 222 days or longer.
Because if you stake even one stake from the auction less than that, disqualified.
If you claim the liquid REX from your auction winnings,
disqualified.
So is there a way to stake less than 222 days?
Yes. And that is if you were to go find the REX token on PancakeSwap, you can buy it for market value. And then that liquid REX is something that you can stake for however little or as long as you want. So the reason I keep mentioning a big payday is because most of your stakes are going to be locked for a long amount of time in these certificates of deposits. In order for you to capitalize on them later as the price appreciates with their burn mechanism and everything in place.
But big paydays helps everything to stay exciting now.
And essentially just know that all of the BUSD that comes into an auction every single day, there will be 75% of that total BUSD that is allocated specifically for
the BPD.
And that amount of money is redistributed every single day to the eligible addresses that have not disqualified themselves. And the amount of money that you win is based on how much BUSD you've ever put total into any day's auction, whether it's just one day or every day. But cumulatively, all the BUSD you've ever put into an auction is what's eligible for a win. However, only up to 2% of a BPD's daily pool. For example, if $200,000 came into the auction lobby that day, well then we know now that 75% of that pool is allocated specifically for the big paydays. Now, let's say total you've put in $2,500 BUSD cumulatively across any auction, or maybe you just put all of that in one time. You know that this particular day, $150,000 is going to go out randomly to any of the eligible wallets. And so if you're chosen, how much would you get if cumulatively you have $2,500? Well, there's a whale protection that only 2% of this entire pot can go to one wallet at a time. So in this case, $3,000 can be paid out to anyone who has put in 3,000 or higher into the protocol. In this case, since you put in $2,500, then you will only win $2,500 out of this 3,000 right here. But on the flip side, if all in all you've ever put in $5,000 and you win this BPD, then you will get $3,000 out of this BPD. And the really cool thing is you don't need to enter the auction every single day. You just put in what you can when you can without ever disqualifying your wallet. And while the auction lobbies are around for the next 208 days, and you put in $2,500 total, then every day for 208 days, you are eligible to win up to $2,500.
Wow, dog, you mean every day? Even if I entered one time?
Yes, exactly. Cumulatively, whatever amount of BUSD you've put in, and depending on the pot size of the BPD, you could win every auction day. Now, I know several people who have already won this multiple times over, and also a handful who haven't won a single time yet. But they know to check every so often, because once you win a big payday, it'll sit there and wait for you to claim it. And for all you know, you could win your ROI or get back into profit if you win it multiple days, and yet still have that REX stake of 222 days or longer waiting for you to cash out whenever that time comes. Now, moving on from BPD, because that is the exciting thing every single day to look forward to. We know we're in a bear market, and that's why REX is a long-term staking protocol that will not be a here today, gone tomorrow platform like most of DeFi. They have modeled everything off of the best ideas of Hex with better burn and sustainability ideas in mind. So let's take a deeper look at what the REX token is, and also its two other native tokens. But REX itself has no fixed supply. It's not pre-minted, and it is only minted by participants and referrers after a daily auction. It's minted by users when ending a stake or withdrawing their interest. Minted by the contract whenever it's purchased on PancakeSwap. And then also for REX version 1 Classic, it came to some folks in an airdrop. So essentially the entire idea is to get that REX token and then put them into stakes for as long of a time as you're willing to wait. And any REX that you're putting into the stake is burned, and then you're getting shares in its place. Over time, you'll then earn money off of the shares, and then you will burn the shares as REX is then minted. And just know that as you're getting rid of the shares, they are appreciating in price. In this particular instance, I have 455,000 REX staked, which is burned, and I have 7.3 million shares instead. But when this stake ends on April 9th of 2023, my shares go away, and I will get 455,000 REX reminted back to me, plus whatever REX rewards I'm earning on top of that, to which I can then sell that REX, or I can restake it. However, by this time in 2023, I will get less shares per REX that I put in, because shares are more valuable at that time. So the main takeaway here is the more Rex you get in, the higher amount of shares you get, the more valuable those shares are over time as everything appreciates. And important note that everything you get back is in Rex tokens, not BUSD plus Rex. Also, special note, you'll see that these stakes I have right here are irrevocable. So we'll talk about that in just a second, as well as this TRex icon you see in green, as opposed to if you didn't have one and made it red. To touch upon what TRex is, just know there is a max supply of 50,000 TRex. And the price of TRex goes up 5 BUSD for every 100 TRex sold. It started at $500. There has since been over 600 of them sold, so the price has gone up $30, so it's $530 per one TRex. Now, you cannot trade this token until all TRex has been sold, at which point liquidity will be added, and then you can sell whatever vanity TRex tokens you hold. But the main reason you want TRex is because just by purely holding a maximum of one TRex, just one, that's it, you will earn 25% more shares when creating a stake, which is big. So if you had X amount of Rex and it was supposed to give you 1 million shares, then by holding one TRex, you would instead get 1.25 million shares, a 25% boost. In addition, remember that word irrevocable? If your stake is also irrevocable here, you also get an additional 25% boost on your shares. So it's important to get in early with as many shares as you can, lock them in like this is a CD bank account, and don't touch it again for a year, or at least 222 days, and then come back and reap the reward. But in regards to making a stake irrevocable, just know that any of the winnings you get from an auction is automatically irrevocable. And so long as you made it 222 or longer, it will also remain BPD eligible.
So then how do I make a revocable stake?
Good question. All you really have to do is buy Rex on the open market. Remember how we mentioned earlier that you can stake for less than 222 days and not affect your eligibility for big paydays? Well, you do that by buying Rex on the open market only, to which you can then come over here to the staking tab and create your own custom stake. So in this case, I have 96,000, which I'll just type that in. The duration of the stake, let's just say I want to make this 150 days, and I want to call this YouTube. Now, pay attention and notice that my amount of shares to receive is 1.2 million right here. I have a checkbox that says irrevocable stake or not. And if you read the tooltip, you'll see you get 25% more by making it irrevocable. So if I click it, you'll see this number went up. If I click it off and on, you can see the difference in numbers. Now, what a revocable stake means. So if I left this off, a revocable stake would mean that when I come down, no matter the duration of my stake, I can pull out some amount of rewards if they're ready for me. So in the case of this one, I've got $3.
Yeah, bro, you rolling now. Let's go.
And if I wanted those $3, I would come over to the action. And if this was a revocable stake, I would have this option lit up called withdraw, to which I could take out my $3 and go buy me a milkshake. No, in all seriousness though, you can withdraw whatever amount of rewards that you have. Mine happens to be grayed out because every single one of my stakes are irrevocable. I hope that makes sense. So again, you buy Rex on the open market, you put it over here into a custom stake, you make it irrevocable, so then you get more rewards that you can then stake. Because I'm also holding one TRex token, there's already a baked in 25% boost in here. So if I created this stake, it will show up in this list and I'll have a nice green icon for the TRex. Now, we've talked about TRex and how you see I hold one right here. But let's jump into what MRex is and why you should hold it. So coming over to the FAQ for MRex, you can see that the benefit of holding MRex is mainly if you are using a referral link. So when it comes to rewards, you can earn up to 5% of whatever the person below you's putting in back as BUSD. So if you want to support your boy right here, and for example, you had $100 BUSD coming into this platform, I will get a referral amount of 5 BUSD just because I hold 5 MRex. And I get 1% of whatever you put in per MRex that I hold with a maximum of 5. So if you want to refer yourself between a couple wallets, you can, and get some extra BUSD from the MRex. In addition, by you simply holding 5 MRex, you can earn up to 10% more Rex from the auction winnings at a rate of 2% extra per MRex you hold. You hold 5 MRex, well, 5 times 2 is 10% extra. And this works both ways. If you are the upline and you hold MRex, then not only is your downline getting 10% extra stakes just by using your referral link, but you are getting 10% extra stake of the amount they put in. And then lastly, there is a DEX that is coming out, and by holding MRex, you actually do not get hit by a 2% buyer fee. So if you come over here to the menu, you'll see on the DEX that this doesn't even open until day 111. But essentially, this is a decentralized exchange where you can buy stakes from other Rexicans, and you can offer your own stakes by choosing the offer action on the staking page. There is a fee of 2% on the price, which is charged for each purchase unless you hold MRex. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Just know that there is a max supply of MRex of 10,000 in total. And so this is limited. You could buy this on the open market. You could trade, sell, whatever. You can own more than 5 MRex if you'd like, but you're getting a really good deal on it. I think at the moment they're about $88 per 1 MRex. But as this protocol catches fire over the next months and years, these will be in high demand. That's pretty much a highlight of everything going on with the Rex protocol. I do encourage you to read the white paper as well as go through the FAQ, but also check out their statistics page. There's a number of different tabs that you can go through, but one of the cool options is, remember, if you're not getting your Rex from the daily auction, you can always buy it on the open market, right? Pancake swap. And you can see a buying Rex and comparison area here. So at the moment on Pancake Swap, Rex per BUSD is 842. Meaning for 1 BUSD I put in, I will get 842 Rex. As opposed to, at the moment, the Rex per BUSD on the daily auction is 2,638. So you'll see how you want to pay attention to the timer and come over to the stats page, because you might be entering an auction lobby that doesn't have as many people in it. So you're actually getting more Rex per BUSD in the auction lobby. But sometimes those things get sniped pretty heavy right at the end. And what's been the case most of the time so far, at least, is that you get more Rex per BUSD on Pancake Swap in the open market. However, you're not getting big paydays from that. You'll also see stats on the staking page in regards to how many active stakes there are, how many of those shares are expiring over the next 30 days due to the expected stakes ending. Remember, don't forget, shares become less and less available as time goes on, therefore more valuable the longer the stakes are in. So don't be fooled when you look at a stake that's only 30 days or 60 days long and you're not liking the rewards that you see, because they are designed to be exponentially higher in the long term. Hence why everything's focused on staking for 222 days or longer for the BPDs, so that the big paydays can keep things exciting in the meantime, before the fun really starts in the future. But coming down, you can also see some of the staked Rex and how over the last month this is going up in regards to all of that Rex that was minted and then staked, and then the timeline of shares that are expiring. So since the launch of this platform, you can see several people did 30-day stakes, which is why there's such a big bump of when these are expected to hit. But if we zoom out, you'll also see another hit, which I imagine is the 222-day marker for the BPDs that everyone entered on day 1. In addition to some people just going all out. They did 365 days. Which is kind of cool to look at. I really do think that this platform has a lot going on, and I hope you've learned something a little extra just by watching this video. So that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you would like to support me and use my referral link, then I kindly thank you in advance. And if you enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you vibe with me, and would like to join my Telegram community, then find the link down below. And until next time, please stay safe out there, stay blessed, and make good choices with your crypto.